How did your high school crush turn out as an adult? I don't know about you guys, but I had way too many crushes in high school. Still hot AF. Hedge fund manager with a trophy wife. She ended up getting knocked up by a freshman shortly after we graduated. One I don't keep track of at all. I'm not sure what she's up to. The other I married. She turned out awesome. She ended up dating and marrying the guy who bullied me all through middle school and high school.
They seem like a functional family from what I see on social media.
H is doing good for himself. He's grown emotionally, has a seemingly healthy relationship with a long-time girlfriend,
and is working healthfully on all his career and personal goals. My wife's former crush randomly messaged her on Facebook one day.
She fucked him on day 2. She's now my ex-wife. She's jobless, living with his mom. And I have the kids. Found out she was fat and unattractive. Then I realized I was too. Making me wonder what I ever saw in them. Still super hot. She married some loser and has a few kids with him. That loser was me. Just celebrated 22 years of marriage. About to be my fiancé if all goes well. Turns out he's gay, and got fired from a teaching job for having inappropriate relationships with his male students. Hot douche who doesn't really do much except go to the gym. To be fair, that's how he was in high school.
I just liked it back then.
Became a professional cheerleader. Died of breast cancer at 34. Googling names from high school is crazy. She's a TikTok influencer who shaved off her eyebrows and draws symbols on her face. Yeah. Turns out I was attracted to losers and burnouts, lol. That HASNT changed much. Dead by 32, drugs. She passed away our senior year, 6 months after she agreed to marry me after we graduated. Sad face. Turned out to be gay. So did I. Worked out perfectly. She is bisexual and married a woman. She is a speech therapist now. Still really good looking. Still a nice person. I am happy her life turned out well. She married some idiot and had my babies. We reconnected through Facebook, though I can't stand FB anymore. When in our late 40s and now she is my wife. She's still beautiful.
Harvard.
Degrees in writing and medicine. Became a leading surgeon in a major city. Extremely proud of her. Always had her on a pedestal. I guess with good reason. Man shrugging, Leite skin tone, open mouth smile. He's an attractive gay man. I am none of those things. A racist person who has 3 kids with 3 different women. Glad I was too shy to ever make a move. He's aged pretty badly now, in his mid-20s. Still lives with his parents. Gatekeeps rock music and uses going to concerts as a personality trait. Multiple degrees. On track to being a full-time educator. Mother of 2. And my wife. I'm so lucky.
An MLM lady. Anti-vax. Glad I got out.
the same as when we were just leaving school, hence why he is an ex. Still super hot and also some type of doctor. I'm still a dumb loser guy. We outgrew our feelings for each other and we're actually best friends now. I'm super proud of the man he's grown into. When we dated he was a promising boxer. Now he sells shitty timeshares in Vegas. Great from the looks of it. I have good taste.
His friend murdered him over a girl.
They all turned out unattractive. Either I had bad taste or life wasn't kind to them. She has aged beautifully, has 3 kids and appears perfectly content. Good for her, honestly. He ended up becoming my husband. Smile. We hardly talked in high school but now we're married with the beautiful daughter. Working on number 2. Hot. Going to an all-boys school sucks for having realistic crushes. However, ran into one of the teachers years later and she still looked bellissima. I married him. Kiss mark. Still hot. But she's now one of those girls who post nothing but Bible quotes and promoting her home brewed essential oils and healthcare products. I had a couple of them. One is still just as beautiful. She has a husband and a couple of kids. My second is now my wife. We have 2 kids and are very happy. She's currently unemployed with 3 children and she's in the middle of a divorce. Last I heard she was sleeping with a guy because he was buying her groceries, weed, and helping her make rent. Gay. Still very hot and she is now an doctor. Young me picked well.
Leathery. Turns out a decade or so working on Hawaii beaches makes you look about 10 years older than you are.
Wear sunblock. I'll let you know in 4 years. The 2 main ones ended up going to the same graduate school. Handsome and nice. Hot as hell and a mother of my child. Also my wife too, so that's cool. She married a nice woman and they adopted 2 boys. She also started in some successful theater shows in New York, which is cool. Religious nut job. Baby factory. She's a good friend of mine. She's still gorgeous and one of the nicest people I know.
Still a 10 out of 10 and now working in a top-notch consulting job. Never had a chance.
Not as cute as I remember. My first high school crush who sat next to me in freshman year English was a really cute punk rock girl and she's gone on to become an incredibly hot fitness model. My girlfriend. He got into drugs and got shot and killed during a drug deal 13 years ago. He was only 20 years old. She turned out as my so. She is a very successful person working in Montana as a firefighter and also does research in Antarctica.
An insanely talented molecular biology researcher at Boston. And she's still insanely attractive.
You made me check and she is actually a very successful artist and an art teacher at a renowned university in France. She even got decorated for her work. Chevalier des Arts et des Lettres. Career, married, kids, seems to be happy. Good for them. Moved to Texas after high school and doesn't keep an online profile, so no idea. Like the majority of my classmates. On drugs and in and out of trouble. So few have actually made a good life for themselves. Can't even remember their names, so I have no idea. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe for more content.